The great estate of Collinwood, but different now because the people there live in another band of time. A time which Barnabas Collins hoped would release him from his terrible curse. But once in this parallel time, Barnabas discovered his hope was in vain. Now he lies, trapped in this coffin, unable to witness the events which swirl around him. For this night, one man questions whether this woman is truly dead, or whether she walks disguised as another, and he intends to find out.
Get out of here!
Oh, no. Not this time. Not until I find out the truth.
What?
You see, I know your motive. You are Angelique, and you've come back for revenge.
You have gone completely mad.
And you've brought back the spirit of Damien, because you know how he died.
Damien? I never even heard of the man.
You think that his ghost can frighten me into admitting that I killed you?
Will you please get out of here and leave me alone?
Oh, no, not until I prove what you really are. A living dead person.
How can you possibly prove anything like that?
Like this. If you're dead already, then you can't die again, can you?
What?
We'll know in just a minute.
No!
Use your evil powers now. Go ahead, try to grab a clay doll. Call on your false gods! Try and stop me, then I'll know the truth. Let go of her. No! Let go! Now you get out. You fool. Aren't you ever satisfied? Don't you think you've done enough? Now get out of here.
He meant to kill me.
Alexis.
He'll try again. All because he thinks I'm Angelique.
Now trust me.
Oh, what can you do? What are you going to do?
I'm going to get rid of that man forever.
You just don't want it to come out. You don't want anyone to know.
Going to call my lawyer. This will all be handled very correctly. Bruno shall see how wise it is for him to leave Collinwood.
Oh, Quentin, please don't ever let him come back. He frightens me so much, and he is mad. But you know that as well as I do.
Nothing proven. Why won't the man see? Has she put some spell on him?
You never do what you're told, do you?
Look, you want the spirit of Damien out of this house as much as I do. No, look, listen to me. Just for a few minutes, that's all. I know it's causing all the trouble here. You won't admit this, but Angelique vowed that she'd come back if anything ever happened to her. You know that!
I don't give her the credit you do.
Oh, but I do. Very much credit. With good reason. You always ridiculed her interest in the occult.
It was a game.
But she was serious about it.
Don't tell me about my own wife, Bruno.
Well, you have another wife now, and that's why Angelique is here. She never could stand to have someone who loved her love someone else. Oh, you know that. Why did, she come here right the moment you got married? She did manage to get rid of the present Mrs. Collins.
I'm not going to discuss it with you.
Oh. Pride has always been your problem. Oh, I'm sorry.
I do tend to get off the subject. Once Mrs. Collins was out of here, that woman upstairs had to get rid of anyone who wouldn't believe her. So, enter Damien Edwards.
You're simply taking what's happened and making up a story to explain it.
But a story that you almost believed once. Why else would you have summoned Hannah Stokes?
To get rid of the ghost.
Oh, but I think you had more reason than that. Even you were ready to believe. In fact, you did believe that the occult was involved here. But you got afraid. Afraid because what would you do if that woman upstairs is your dead wife?
I know that's not true.
Add stubbornness to pride. If you're willing to accept and believe the powers of Hannah Stokes, then you better believe what she told me. Angelique Collins is in this house.
Get out of here.
This house is going to remain haunted, Quentin Collins, until you force Angelique back into her grave.
It's just the same as when Angelique was alive. You were different then, and you're different now. Cyrus,
What?
I've been talking to you.
That was not the time. I'm sorry.
That experiment, it's always that experiment. What is so fascinating about it?
It is, that's all.
Cyrus, would you listen to me for just 1 minute? You expect me to marry you.
Sabrina, I have told you I have my work. My work must come first.
But when it affects you in this way,
How has it affected me?
you're different. That's all. I don't know how to explain it. Ever since you came back, I just feel it. And I know that you don't put any faith in feelings.
Yes, but perhaps I'm beginning to.
Well, if you are, it's because of that, not because of me. Cyrus, I'm worried about you. I used to think I knew everything about you. But now, I don't feel secure about that at all. Can you tell me why I feel this way?
Sabrina, I can't tell you why you feel that way. You shouldn't ask me. I've changed because I'm growing. Because there's something in me growing that never has before. But Sabrina, don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid.
I am, Cyrus. Very afraid.
Alexis?
Hannah, you must meet me in the gazebo at 10 o'clock. Tell no one. A.
Why would Alexis meet Hannah Stokes alone without wanting anyone to know? Why did she sign this note A, as Angelique always did? A.
They're the same. sorry. I thought you'd be here.
No, I was looking for Trask. I had an errand I wanted him to run for me.
Well, let me do it for you.
Oh, no. Well, I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Oh, nonsense. It's no trouble at all. I'm looking for something to do.
Quentin, you think too much.
Yes. You're not the first to say that.
Did she? Excuse me, I think I'll go and see if I can find Trask.
I've got to find out. I must.
I must see him, and that's all.
What about?
That's for him to know and for you to find out if you can. Mr. Longwood.
Dr. Longworth, Cyrus, I tried to stop her.
It's all right, Sabrina.
It's a private matter. My name's Buffy Harrington.
Yes, Miss Harrington.
As you'd know if you were the type to come into the Eagle.
Well, as you can see, I'm not the type. What can I do for you, Miss Harrington?
It's about a check. Now, what did I do with it? Let me see. Oh, God, I've lost it. Here it is. Now, this may seem a weird question, but did you honestly sign this?
Yes, I did. That's my signature.
Then I can cash it?
Well, that's what checks are for, aren't they?
Well, never thought I'd be fooled again. Why did you sign this?
Oh, Miss Harrington, apparently a friend of mine, John Yeager, did some damage in the Eagle.
Oh, did he ever?
Yes, he's a very exuberant fellow.
Evil is the word I would use.
No. I think I would qualify that. He's a man who lives to the fullest. He's capable of tremendous excesses. That's his nature.
You admire him.
Do I?
Well, it sure sounds as if you do.
Oh, no. I'm just stating facts, Miss Harrington. I don't think John would deliberately harm anyone.
Well, you should see my friend Steve. He's in the hospital.
Well, yes, Steve provoked John.
My, he tells you everything, doesn't he?
Oh, no. He told me because he feels very sorry about what happened.
Did John Yeager tell you about me?
Yes, he mentioned you.
Did he tell you that he had taken rooms in the house where I live?
Yes, he did.
Why did he just disappear like he did?
I sent him away.
For long?
I don't know for how long.
Does he work for you?
You might say he does. Now, Miss Harrington, John gave me this money to cover Steve's hospital expenses. Yes, now I know Steve would not take that money because I'm a friend of John's. But perhaps if you could persuade him to accept it.
I don't know. Maybe I can. If he doesn't, I'll bring it right back to you. I swear I'm not dishonest.
No, I don't think you are.
Dr. Longworth, you seem so sensitive and kind. I'd like to tell you something. John says that he likes me a lot. But sometimes I'm afraid of him.
I wouldn't be if I were you.
Maybe if you came with him the next time he came into town, I wouldn't be afraid. You could even come on your own. I like quiet men.
I'm afraid I don't have much opportunity for levity. You see, my work is very demanding.
Well, I tried. Goodbye, Dr. Longworth. And thanks.
Miss Harrington? Despite what you said, you like John Yeager, don't you?
Sometimes.
What did that girl want?
Oh, no, nothing. She's just a friend of a friend.
John Yeager? Cyrus, who is John Yeager?
Excuse me.
Can't you even tell me that?
Hello?
Cyrus, I must see you.
Quentin, I'm working.
If I once stop working, I need you very much. Can you come here immediately?
If you'll tell me what you want.
I want you to help me open a tomb.
Open Angelique's tomb?
Yes.
Quentin, you've always been a doubter. You couldn't even take a seance seriously.
I've changed.
You really think that Angelique has risen?
Don't force me to say it.
Quentin, I must. Quentin, you were at that seance where Angelique died. You were at the burial. You heard the autopsy.
You saw Alexis. And when you did, didn't you think she was Angelique?
At first I did, but then I...
Yes. But I've been a fool not to accept what you and the others have always readily accepted. That the dead can come back. Now, Cyrus, if we open Angelique's tomb and the body's not there, then we'll know.
Quentin, what are you going to do if the body isn't there?
I don't know.
Oh, you better start thinking about that before you start.
I stopped Bruno from opening up the tomb. I should have let him. Will you help me? Will you?
Even if I think it's a mistake?
Yes, even if you think it's a mistake.
Well,
please.
All right, I will.
Good.
Quentin, please. If you ever loved my sister at all.
What are you doing here? How did you know to come here, unless you're...
Unless I'm Angelique. Oh, you believe it now, too, don't you? Well, I'm here because I heard the two of you talking and because I will not have my sister's grave defiled. Quentin, if you'll stop now, I'll go away. And all the torment you're going through will be over. I'll leave Collinwood tonight, I promise you that.
And will that stop what's happening in this house? I've got to do it. And no one's going to stop me.
Quentin, no! Can she never rest in peace?
I must understood, no matter what the spell.